Hello students, good morning to all. In the last session, we have started the sixth unit, that is about types of hacking. In that we have seen network hacking, network infrastructure, network infrastructure vulnerabilities. First point, network infrastructure vulnerabilities, scanning ports, then ping sweeping, SNMP simple network management protocol scanning, banner grabbing, then grabbing, then analyzing network data and network analyzer. After that, the Mac Daddy attack. Then now we are going to see the next point, that is wireless LAN. A wireless LAN or WLAN, we call it as a WLAN, is one in which a mobile user can connect to a local area network, that is LAN, through a wireless radio connection. The IEEE 802.11 group of standards specify the technologies for wireless LANs to 802.11 standards used the Ethernet protocol and CSMAs or CA, that is carrier sense multiple access with collision avoidance. For path sharing and include an encryption method, the wired equivalent privacy algorithm. Okay, then implications of wireless network vulnerabilities, that is WLAN, are very susceptible to hackers attacks, even more so that wired networks are. They have vulnerabilities that can allow a hacker to bring your network to keep needs and allow your information to be gleaned right out of the thin air. If a hacker comprises your WLAN, you can experience the following problems like loss of network access, including email, web and other services that can cause business downtime, loss of confidential information including passwords, customers data, intellectual property and more, then legal liabilities associated with unauthorized users. Most of the wireless vulnerabilities are 802.11 protocol and within wireless access points, the central hub like devices that allow wireless clients to connect to the network. Wireless clients have some vulnerability as well. Various fixes have come along in recent years to address these vulnerabilities, but most of these fixes have not been applied or are not embedded by default. Common wireless threats are, okay, which are the common wireless threats? Okay, that is rough your access points, ad hoc networks, denial of service, that is DOS, then configuration problems, passive capturing. Wireless network attacks, that is Wi-Fi networks can be vulnerable to a variety of different attacks. Okay, that is because of this it is important to be aware of them so you can take the necessary steps to prevent and reduce their impact. Different kinds of attacks are there, like encrypted traffic, rogue networks, then physical security problems, vulnerable wireless workstations, default configuration settings. Now we will see in detail each attack. First one is encrypted traffic, that is wireless traffic can be captured directly out of the airwaves, making this communication medium susceptible to malicious eavesdropping. Then unless the traffic is encrypted, it is sent and received in clear text, just like on a standard wired network. On the top of that, 802.11 encryption protocol wired equivalent privacy has its own weakness that allows hackers to crack the encryption keys and decrypt the captured traffic. Then second one type is rogue networks, that is watch out for authorized access point and wireless stands attached to the network that are running in ad hoc mode. Using NetStumbler or your client manager software, you can test the access points that don't belong on your network. You can also use the network monitoring features in WLAN analyzers such as the AeroPeek. Okay, scope search near the outskirts of the building or near any publicity accessible areas. This is one of the type of the captured attack, different kind of attack of encrypted different kind of attack. Then third one is physical security problem. Various physical security vulnerabilities can result in physical theft, the reconfiguration of wireless device, and the capturing of confidential information. You should look for the security vulnerabilities when testing your system, such as access points mounted on the outside of the building and accessible to the public, poorly mounted antennas, or the wrong types of antennas. The broadcast to strong a signal and that are accessible to the public. You can view the signal strength in NetStumbler or your wireless client manager. The next one type is vulnerable wireless workstation attack. That is, wireless workstations have tons of security vulnerabilities, from weak passwords to unpatched security holes to the storage of WEP, that is wired equivalent privacy keys locally. One serious vulnerability is for wireless client is using the Orinoco wireless card. Okay, the next one is default configuration setting. That is similar to the wireless workstation. Wireless access points have many known vulnerabilities. The most common ones are default SSIDs, that is service set identifier, and admin passwords. The more specific ones occur only on certain hardware and software versions that are posted in vulnerability databases and vendor websites. Okay, this is all about the different kinds of attacks within the WLAN. Okay. Now we are moving towards the next point of 6th unit, that is operating system hacking. Now first of all we will understand what is operating system attack. An operating system is a program that acts as an interface between the software and the computer hardware. Okay, it is an integrated set of specialized programs used to manage overall resources and operations of the computer. It is specialized software that controls and monitors the execution of all other programs that reside in the computer, including applications, programs, and other system software. Many operating systems are available nowadays. That is, many security flaws in the headlines are not new. They are variants of vulnerabilities that have been around for a long time in Unix and Linux. Okay, such as remote procedure call vulnerabilities that the blaster worm used. Now, which kind of operating systems we are going to see? That is, first one is Windows and second one is Linux. First one, Windows. Okay, the Microsoft Windows operating system is the most widely used operating system in the world. It is also the most widely hacked because the Microsoft doesn't care as much about security as other operating system vendors. The answer is no. Okay, I asked one question. It is as Microsoft doesn't take care as much about security as other OS vendors. No, numerous security mistakes were unnoticed, especially in Windows NT dates, but because Microsoft products are so pervasive throughout networks, Microsoft is the easiest vendor to pick on, and often it's a Microsoft products that end up in a crosshairs of hackers. This is the same reason for many vulnerability alerts on Microsoft products. The one positive about hackers is that they are driving the requirement for better security. These are variants of vulnerabilities that have been around for a long time in Unix and Linux, such as the RPC vulnerabilities that the blaster worm used. Most Windows attacks are prevented if the patches were properly applied. Thus, poor security management is often the real reason Windows attacks are successful. When much vulnerability have been published for Windows operating system. Some of the common vulnerabilities found in all versions of Windows. The maximum number of vulnerabilities detected were gaining privileges, by which the confidentiality and integrity was highly impacted. Now, what are the different Windows vulnerabilities? Okay, the list is due to the ease of use of Windows, many organizations have moved to the Microsoft platform for their networking needs. Many business, especially the small to medium sized ones, depend solely on Windows operating system for network usage. Then many large organizations run critical servers such as web servers and database servers on Windows platform. If security vulnerabilities are not addressed and managed properly, they can bring a network or an entire organization to its needs. When Windows and other Microsoft software are attacked, especially by widespread internet-based bomb or virus, hundreds of thousands of organizations and millions of computers are affected. Many well-known attacks against Windows can lead to passwords being cracked, systems taken and used to carry out other attacks, systems taken completely offline by denial of service attacks, then entire database being corrupted or deleted when insecure Windows based systems are attacked. Outplay features came into Windows XP. After that, clipboard vulnerabilities can allow attackers to get access to the sensitive clipboard data. MS Windows store its configuration setting and options in a hierarchical database which is known as Windows registry. Then we are going to see the another one operating system, that is Linux. It is the latest flavor of the Unix, okay, that has really taken off in a corporate networks. It is the competitor operating system for Microsoft. A common misunderstanding is that Windows is most insecure operating system. However, Linux and most of its sister variants of Unix are prone to the same security vulnerabilities as any other operating systems. Hackers are attacking Linux because hackers are attacking Linux because of its popularity and growing usage in today's network environment, because some versions of Linux are free. Linux has grown in popularity for other reasons, including following that is ample resources available, including books, websites, consultant expertise. Then perception that Linux is more secure than Windows. Unlikeliness that Linux will get hit with as many viruses as Windows and its applications do. Increased by in form of Unix vendors including IBM and Sun Microsystems, and growing ease of use. After that, we are going to see Linux vulnerabilities, that is vulnerabilities and hackers against Linux are affecting a growing number of organizations, especially e-commerce companies and ISPs that depend on Linux for many for many of their systems. When Linux systems are hacked, the victims' organizations can experience the same side effects as if they were running Windows. First one is leakage of confidential intellectual property and customer information, passwords being cracked, systems taken completely offline by a DOS attack, corrupted or deleted database. This is about operating system vulnerabilities, that is Windows and Linux vulnerabilities. Now we are moving towards the next point, that is 6.3 applications hacking. In that first point is messaging system. What is messaging system? Messaging system are those email and instant messaging applications that we depend on are often hacked within a network. Why? Because messaging software both at the server and client's level is vulnerable, because network administrators forgot about securing these systems, believe that antivirus software is all that's needed to keep trouble away, and ignore the exciting existing security vulnerabilities. In that messaging system vulnerabilities are email and instant messaging applications are hacking targets on your network. In fact, email systems are some of the most targeted. A ton of vulnerabilities are inherent in messaging system. The following factors can create weaknesses like security is rarely integrated into software development. Convenience and usability often outweigh the need for security. Many of the messaging protocols were not designed with security in mind, especially those developed several decades ago when security was not nearly the same the issue it is today. Many hackers attacks against messaging system are just minor noises. Others can inflict serious harm on your information and your organization's reputation. The hackers' attack against messaging system include transmitting malware, crashing servers, obtaining remote control of workstations, capturing and modifying confidential information as it travels across the network, pursuing emails in email database on servers and workstations, pursuing instant messaging log files on workstation hard drives, gathering messaging trend information via log files or a network analyzer, gathering internal network configuration information such as a host name and IP addresses. Hackers attacks like these can lead to such problems as host business, unauthorized and potentially illegal disclosure of confidential information and loss of information. This is all about the messaging system application. This is all about the messaging system application hacking. Okay, in the next session we are going to see email attack, email bombs and another points related to this application hacking. Okay, thank you.